the predator that ruled the stars. The galaxy had seen many predators, but none like the Zereth. Legends of them were whispered across the stars, creatures that moved like shadows, armored in hides thicker than tank plating, with four hooked arms strong enough to shear through bulkheads. They were said to be born from the darkest corners of hostile worlds, worlds where even the atmosphere itself was poison and where life thrived only by killing faster, hungrier, and without mercy. To most species, the Zereth were not just predators. They were inevitability. The Veari, a people of scholars and builders, learned this truth too late. Their colony of Avesh Prime had been proud, a jewel of white spires and crystalline domes nestled beside a river that shimmered silver beneath the twin suns. The Veari had never needed weapons. Their minds had been their greatest defense, and their technology was devoted to exploration, culture, and art. When the Zereth came, all that brilliance crumbled like glass under a storm. The first attacks were like lightning strikes. Settlements at the edge of the forest went silent. Patrol drones showed nothing but smears of blood and claw marks gouged into steel. Then came the night raids. Families were torn from their homes, their screams echoing through the colony's calms before silence swallowed them whole. The Veari Military Council assembled in desperation. "We cannot fight them," one admiral admitted. "Our weapons do not pierce their hides. Our scanners cannot track them in the jungle. Every tactic we employ, they adapt to." And so the truth emerged. The Veari were prey. The Galactic Council, contacted for aid, deliberated only long enough to issue condolences. No species dared intervene. The memory of the Arishta extinction still burned. An entire people wiped out in less than a year after trying to resist the Zereth. "We cannot risk the same," the council concluded. "The Veari are lost. The wisest course is to preserve ourselves." The decision was final. The galaxy turned its back. But in the cracks of despair, whispers spread of a species too reckless to fear, too stubborn to run. A species that had survived toxic skies, ice ages, nuclear fire, and wars of their own making. They were called humans, and in the polished tongues of the council, they were known as the Mad Ones. The Veari elder, Sarathis, was old enough to remember humanity's first fumbling steps into interstellar politics. He recalled how other ambassadors laughed at the species that still carried scars of ancient wars, still bore weapons on their ships even in times of peace, still dove headlong into dangers that wiser species avoided. And yet,